But that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
That's me talking to Anima today.
That's
I'm
me.
not your friend.
Yeah, because I make you do stuff that needs to be done. I'm so bad.
Yes. She's horrible. She's such a just a crony of a woman.
Piss off.
So yeah, we're having a nice little chat before the show. Having some fun at her expense. Martin and I. And talking about how Anima has somehow unlocked the pubescent boy in me to where I do and say things I have never done or said to a girl before. And I say things to her that she's never sure like how to take some of the things I say. But she unlocked something in my brain. I'm telling you, that's amazing. I think it's amazing that somebody can unlock a 62-year-old man to where I am thinking like I'm 13 years old again or 15, whatever, right in that area. And we've got, let's see, Snorty is here. John Whitaker is here. And Gambit is here. So it's good to see you guys. Happy middle of the fucking week. So we are going to be talking about a favorite film of mine from childhood. I went, because I've told you guys before that when my dad had to watch me, or if when my dad kidnapped me, he was it. Like there was nobody to watch me anymore. It's just dad. And that started in 73. Well, that's the year this movie came out. But dad's not the one who took me to see this one. My brother Steve wanted to see this with his girlfriend Debbie, whom I'm still friends with, my ex-sister-in-law. We're still very close. In fact, she's one of the people that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. And so we went to see this movie, and I absolutely kept leaning into my brother during this movie, because anytime they would cut from the normal shot of a scene to the POV of the killer, they do it with the fisheye lens, and it freaked me out. Because I was 8 when this came out. And before this, I saw a movie that came out in 69 with my brother again, called The Shuttered Room, based off of an H.P. Lovecraft story that is not about that kind of horror. It's not the ancient gods kind of horror. It's the horror of this small town and a secret that it's kept. And it's a really good fucking film. It sucks who stars in it, because the guy who plays the main lead in it would within 2 years marry a young lady, and on the eve of their wedding, he would murder her and then himself. And horrible alcoholic. He was notoriously abusive. Elizabeth Montgomery, famous for playing Bewitched, and I'm talking about the actor Gig Young, by the way. Gig Young won an Oscar for the 1970 film They Shoot Horses, Don't They? And it was all downhill from there. He became very paranoid. And if you go read about it, just look it up. Gig, G-I-G, Young, spelled Y-O-U-N-G. Look up his fucking story. And what he did is horrific. Horrific. But that movie scared the shit out of me because, again, from the killer's perspective, fish-eyed lens, and I don't know, it made me feel out of control, and I didn't like that feeling because you're in the head of the killer, and that just weirded me out as a child. It really did. Also, I didn't like the fish-eyed lens because it makes everything look weird. But they use that in this film, and it's very effective. I went to see this at a theater with my brother Steve in Mattoon, Illinois. And I have a photo of the actual theater from the period and the little Italian restaurant that was right next to it, a little Joe's Pizza. And so in order to keep me from blabbing to mom and dad that he took me to a horror film, basically, he took me for pizza at Joe's. And And the theater is still there. It's protected. It's a national landmark. And you can go to Mattoon, Illinois, and you will still see it. It's the Time Theater in downtown Mattoon, Illinois. There it is.
That's a beautiful theater.
Closed,
Man,
because it's a national landmark, they have to keep it up. They can't let it go into disrepair. Man, what?
it's a beautiful building.
It is. It's that classic Art Deco style. This is before the fascist, brutal stuff.
Brutalist.
Country.
And now these buildings are just boxes, which are
They're ugly.
even uglier than brutalist. I
saw-
don't know how they done it.
At least they're
Brutalism is
not
trying
built
to
to last. None of these buildings
brutalism is still trying to find its place, because I'm not too happy with the design of Trump's library. But I heard a bunch of my Obama supporting friends talking shit about it, and I said, that's nothing compared to Obama's library. What are you talking about? Oh, Obama's library. I said, it's the exact same architectural style. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Both their libraries look like crap to me.
If you
She
could,
is-
if you could grab something as ugly as brutalism,
There's really, in my opinion, there's nothing more disgusting in design, because it's bleak and it's heartless. Sax is here. Kyle, hey, buddy.
Hey, Sax.
Thank you. Thank you. Little birthday cake. Thank you, buddy. And just so you know, I have, let me go check. I got to check real quick to make sure I'm guessing correctly. I have over 296 birthday wishes, and people wonder why I disappear off social media for the day on Facebook. It's because I do not want to every few seconds be getting hit with an alert, and I'm just like, nope, I'm going to wait till the day after, like I've done every year for the last 8 years, to check Facebook and thank everybody.
Most people wait until the next day.
Well,
Or
they
late
do it
evening.
for their reasons, for usually, like, I don't want to be bothered. No, I really don't, because you haven't been bothered until you have around 300 people wishing you happy birthday.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. to
Enjoy
me.
that. Enjoy that.
But no, that's not what it is. It's people start dealing with it once everybody is done. So either late evening or the next day.
Well, back when like Facebook first started, man, I was getting them from family and friends, and I'd thank them right as they sent it. And I'm like, yeah, this is easy. And then like I got better known, I got more people following me, and it's like, oh God, man, so many fucking and I'm like, I just can't handle it. And then I had to take 2 phone calls yesterday, and that exhausted me. You sat in on my phone call with Father Weems.
Which was over a year overdue. So you don't get to bitch about that one.
Yeah, but it's an exhausting. He exhausts me. He does. Because I have to be on my best behavior with him. But I did drop like 5 F-bombs with him during the conversation. Because I've just decided I'm not going to pretend I don't talk like this.
You were
So-
trying not to do it, though. I could tell by the way you talked.
I didn't
was
tell
funny
anyone
to
when I
me.
had my last birthday. It was so peaceful, right? Because like like somebody asked me, "How was your birthday?" I said it was quiet, and I had a smile on my face. And Anima's like wanting to know, did Zoe Zoe doesn't normally miss, but right now I think we're both really irritated with one another because I said some
Hmm.
very choice, interesting things to her the last time we talked, and they were very critical. And I kind of also alluded to the fact, I thought you'd be less of a dumbass at 26. I kind of like was
Almost
hoping.
27.
Yeah, and it's like, but you're still clinging to that fucking stupid shit. Eventually you're gonna have to face the real world, and I don't know why you haven't faced it yet. No, I am 62. I am 62 going on 14. Well, I've already said it, so yeah. Thanks for mathing. Yeah, I was born May of 1964. I was in Mama's belly when John F. Kennedy was assassinated. What was that noise?
That was my phone.
Oh,
I didn't get that.
and as I recall, let's see. I was looking, so yeah, here we go. In the United States, the Beatles' historic debut was on February 9th, 1964, on the Ed Sullivan Show. And that's when I was still in my mom's belly. And they watched it that night. So that means I kind of watched it too. Quasi watched it. Listened to it. And it may be why I like the Beatles so much.
Okay.
I don't know. My mom liked them and listened to them at home, and I could never.
I told you I would
music.
totally dig your. I would dig your mom.
Oh yeah, you would.
She's pretty. She sounds like everything about her sounds so cool to me. Like I wouldn't have even gone out with you. I would have hit on your mom.
She would have done better with you than with that dumbass that she ended up marrying and staying with, even though he cheated.
I like that you pronounce the B in dumbass.
Yeah, it's to emphasize how dumb he is. Pretentious prick.
And he's still alive.
I'm so glad none of my family watched this show. I get to say what the fuck I want.
Well, yeah, look, I'm going to put it out there. You have a favorite, and I know who it is. It's Flo.
Well, I raised him.
I like Flo. We had a good conversation.
Baby. He's a good kid. But he forgot my birthday. Never reached out to me.
Oh, yeah, I had an alibi for the second shooter. Absolutely. I was still in the womb. The womb. Oh, man. Kennedy. And by the way, an interesting thing, if I had been born only a couple of days later, let me go check. John Kennedy, D.O.B. Because I do believe it was May 29th, which is when I was due. I was due May 29th. And my name was going to be John Fitzgerald Cassell.
That is so odd, Gary. Both you and I were born 10 days before due date. Exactly 10 days.
Exactly 10, 19.
Yeah.
And
I was due on the 12th.
My dad absolutely was going to name me John Fitzgerald Cassell, JFK.
God.
Oh,
and I think I would have preferred it over being Gary spelled like Jerry.
It's not. Jerry is spelled with a J. I don't know what people get the idea that your name is pronounced Jerry.
But I pissed my dad off when Sean was born. When Sean was born, he says, please give him our name. And I went, I'm not going to curse that kid with the frustration I've gone through. And you went through it too before you named me, and you knew it was going to be a problem. So no, I'm not going to do it. So what did I name Sean? Sean's name is Sean Patrick Jerry Cassell.
Yeah, but spelled with a G, and I don't understand how people pronounce that as Jerry.
But I did that to irritate my father.
I know.
And I did it just to annoy him. Oh, it's amazing how Ian McShane would later acquire a movie career in Hollywood as well.
Amazing? Did you say amazing? It's only natural. Have you seen the guy work?
The guy's an incredible actor. I'm going to tell you that now. 54 fucking months. My God, that's the longest pregnancy ever. Give birth to it, Zax. Push it out. Yeah, awesome, Zax. Absolutely awesome. Let me get a video for him. Do I have any new videos?
I never get a video for mine. I should stop paying us.
As long as I get sex, we're okay.
Fuck off.
Later, baby. Just wait. God, have some patience for goodness sake. Let's see if I
The
have
moments
it
when I'm
here.
happy that I'm on the other side of the planet. Can you imagine that?
Oh, how long is this video? I'm going to play this video. This one's for you, Zach.
Since you're new here, I'm gonna cut you a break today. So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Good old Biff. That was for you, Zach. Pop that puppy out now. You got him right. For instance, you can see Ian McShane in Deadwood. First of all, Deadwood is what made him a star in the United States. He was well known, but he was not a star. Deadwood made him a fucking star. He was good in that show. Ian McShane, man. Here's the weirdest one. What is that stuntman movie that Andy Samberg did, where he was this kid that wanted to do Evel Knievel tricks? Remember that one?
No, I don't know that one.
Andy Samberg movies. Taking forever to load. Fucking Jesus Christ, what is going on?
I am so glad that they're fixing your internet on Friday.
I am too. By the way, guys, we're going to start the show an hour early on Friday because where we would normally be in the middle to the end of the show, I will not have any internet because they're taking the dish off to put in another one because out in the country we have the wrong one because there are too many trees. So back in the 2000s, he did this movie that was just fucking hilarious to me. And Ian McShane played his dad that was constantly fucking roughing him up. And it seems like it came out when we were on Elm Street. So I'm looking around the 2007 window. Oh, he's in I Love You, Man. That's a good movie. You watched that with me, Edmund. You enjoyed it.
Title isn't giving me anything.
In a second, I will share it with you. So you'll go, oh, that movie. Hot Rod. That was the one I was thinking of. That one is the one. Here we go. Let me share my screen. So Ian McShane plays the dad in this, and I love this fucking movie. Can you add it to the screen? Did you guys add it? I don't hear anything.
Yeah,
It's
there.
Okay, thank you. So Isla Fisher is in it, by the way. That's the girl that likes him. And also another actor is in this movie. I could show you on the poster, see if you can figure out who that is. Right there. Anima, you like this guy. You're a fan of this guy. He's the one who played Barry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In fact, I think this was his first movie, the one he did with Samberg. But it's a good film, and I love the dad part. Yeah, you're an adult when you can whoop my ass, and he finally beats him in a fight, and it's great. There they are fighting. And the fake mustache he wears because he can't grow facial hair. That's Ian McShane doing his own fighting stunts in this, and it's funny as shit. I love this movie. If you've never seen this, we got to do it sometime because I am a fan. And then this is the movie I was talking about, I Love You, Man, with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel. When Paul Rudd's going to get married, but he doesn't have a best man because his wife is his best friend. So he has to go out and make a friend, and it ends up being Jason Segel. and it's fucking funny. I love when they start playing Rush together. They have their own little 2-man band. It's a fun movie. Good film. Good cast. J.K. Simmons plays his dad. 2 movies with 2 great fucking actors playing his dad. Ian McShane and J.K. Simmons. You just can't fucking beat those guys for playing manly characters. I'm not getting any reaction from you guys, so I don't know if anybody gives a shit that I said that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm doing some things.
You know what? You can do that when you're by yourself. You don't need to do that during the show. And for God's sake, I hope you got tissue, some lotion, and like gloves on, because that's so gross.
Are you equating me with Lubin Tubin?
Oh, what?
Lubin
Jesus Christ, guy. Half the time I don't even know what you're talking about. So, do you expect me to say something?
All that matters is he and I understand what we're saying.
Tubin was a reporter on CNN. I don't recall if it was TV or press, and he was in during the pandemic in a video call with all their staff.
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
And
you can see the masturbation material.
Yeah, and he waxed on and waxed off during the call.
Oh God, that's so gross.
And being his last name Tubin, of course he became Lubin Tubin.
Oh yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Makes sense.
Absolutely agree with you, Snorty, because I hate John Kerry. But the other John Kennedy that's in the Senate, I fucking like that guy. He's a no nonsense, go for the throat kind of guy, and I like that. I like guys that are honest too. So hard to find in politics, but I have to give him credit for enduring all those years with his acting stint. Oh wait, who we talking about there, Gambit? Who was he talking about? Oh, McShane. Dude, he is in one of my favorite episodes of Space 1999, where he gets taken over by an alien entity. And it's a nightmare episode because when you see from his perspective, fish-eyed lens.
There, here's the name. Jeffrey Tubin.
Jeffrey Tubin, that's the guy. Lubin Tubin.
Okay. I've never heard of him.
So basically what this movie is...
Didn't make our news, I guess.
First of all, let me explain that the creators of this screenplay are none other than actor Anthony Perkins, Norman Bates, and Stephen Sondheim, the great songwriter-composer for stage, Broadway musicals, etc. I mean, the most famous one, and one of my favorites, is the barber that cuts throats and then makes meat pie. The lady makes
Sweeney
meat pies.
Todd.
Sweeney Todd. I fucking love Sweeney Todd. Loved
I
it
saw
since
it
I
on
was a kid.
stage. It was great.
I've seen it on stage too, and it's wonderful. But I really enjoyed Johnny Depp's take on it.
Oh yeah.
With Helena Bonham Carter. Richard Benjamin's mustache is incredible in this movie. He went through a mustache phase, and I think it was to give his face a more serious look, because without it, he looks like Mr. Bean. I'm not kidding. He looks like fucking Mr. Bean.
However, he looks more like freaking Nick Fuentes than Mr. Bean.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes. Yeah. Yeah, Lubin Tubin was his nickname, but with the 2 O's, not a U. Snorty, Battle of Britain 69 was that propelled Ian McShane into the movie business. And it's worthwhile, man. That's a good film. I do like that film. I like that the recreation of the aerial battles was spot on. Real planes. Fuck, man. Now, here's James Mason doing, I love it. The first thing you hear of him when he speaks is it's just typical James Mason. Hello, it's James Mason. I'm taking a phone call. And that's what he does. He takes a phone call. This little girl sits on his lap and he says, "One of the children is pissing my legs, so I got to go." And his character is a homosexual. So that's when you get the cards, because each one of the characters gets a card, right? But one of the characters intentionally switches them around so that he would get the one he wanted, who's the real killer. And so when I saw this with Anima, I kept expecting the homosexual to be him, and I forgot, oh my God, that's right. It was Raquel Welch, because she had a gay relationship, an ongoing gay relationship with another woman. So, which leads me to the thing that annoys me about the alphabet thing. Why is lesbian separate from homosexual or gay? It's the same fucking thing. It's like saying pizza pie.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's stupid. It's just one more label that these people give themselves. But don't label them. But they label themselves.
Yeah, don't label them unless they label themselves. You're goddamn right. They can label everybody else too. Cis.
Yeah, of course.
I turned when somebody said that to me. I said, "Don't you ever fucking say that word to me again. It's not a real word." They said, "Well, I said, it is not a real fucking word. Don't fucking call me that. You can call me asshole before you can get away with calling me cis. You say cis, and I look for my sisters." I love all these typed out notes. James Coburn is so fucking. Everybody is so good in this fucking movie. And I didn't even think Raquel Welch was all that good an actor. Even she's good in this movie. All I wanted is with Raquel Welch is see that big fucking titties. That's it. Even as a child, I wanted to see her titties. When she did that 1 Million Years BC movie for Corman, that was absolutely fucking awesome. You got her tits and dinosaurs.
Look at this.
I'm James Mason. I'm trying to squeeze out a dookie. Well, I told somebody that's how you do an impersonation. I said, do a posh English accent. Hello, my name is I'm English. I'm James Mason. And then squeeze down like you have to go to the bathroom. And it comes out, hello, my name is James Mason. Wonderful actor, though. I went back and I watched some of the movies that he did in the 40s. And he did a noir thriller that nobody fucking knows about. And I fucking love that movie. Let me go look it up real quick so I can tell you what this is. If you get a chance, I think it's available on YouTube. And because I think that's how I ran into it, was a free movie on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, hey, James Mason in a thriller, a noir thriller, black and white movie. Fuck yeah, I gotta check that out. And I was not disappointed. Great fucking ending. And got to get back. It was between 1947 and 53. So I'm going to that area right now. Because he became more of a movie star at that point, because then he appeared in movies like Prince Valiant, 20,000 Leagues, right, by 54. But before that, he was kind of still struggling as an actor and getting certain movies. And he was in a lot of romantic comedies and thrillers. And I'm trying to find this one. Oh, it is such a good fucking movie. Is it this one? Is this it? And back in 51, of course, he played Rommel. And we've been meaning to fucking do that for a while, because I like that movie too. In London Nursing Home, Gene Wilson. No, it was an American film, so it's not that one. Let's see if it was this one.
Gambit, you're getting this wrong. Cis is the word they use for straight people.
Yeah.
That's the label for us normies. Because we need a word for being normal. Stupid.
So in the film, this mother is trying to protect her daughter from a man she knows is evil because of her own experiences with him. And I cannot remember the name of the fucking movie. I'll just put James Mason, noir, thriller, And he's actually directly involved with trying to blackmail her. And this might be it.
Hi, Penny.
No, it's not Odd Man Out. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe. Oh, IMDb has a section for it. Oh, well, that's nice.
I am BD. It's Bata Days. Remember.
Yeah, we need to say it the way Joe says it because he can't be here today.
Oh yeah, but beware. We can get used to it and start saying it wrong.
Oh, I will never say it wrong.
Oh,
well, wait. How do you say it?
IMDb.
Oh yeah. No, Joe's just half retarded. And it might have been this one. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the movie right here. The Reckless Moment. And I mean, the title is not enticing at all. And but I'm like, it's James Mason. It's 1:00 in the morning. Fuck it, I'll watch it. And I was really caught up in this movie. And I tell people, man, go fucking watch this. And you look at the score here. Pop mine up there, would you, Martin? My screen. It's got James Mason, Joan Bennett, great actress, by the way, and Geraldine Brooks. And it's about a mother who finds a dead body near her daughter's place, and she tries to cover for her daughter because she thinks she killed him. But it's actually two blackmailers who put the body there trying to blackmail her. One of them is James Mason, who ends up on her side by the end of the film. He feels awful for what he partook in. You know, they didn't actually kill the guy. It's just the body they found. And they did all this thing to blackmail her. And very good film. The Reckless Moment, 1949. Fantastic fucking movie. I shit you not. And James Mason, he was a good-looking dude back then. Very good actor. This is a solid performance in this film.
Who's this James Mason that you keep talking about? I only know about James Mason.
James Mason. Very much so. The Master's going to get you. Yeah, anyway. Back to the movie. So at the beginning of the film, you have a death. And the death is of Sheila, who is James Coburn's wife in the film. And she gets struck by a car on the side of the road, and the car drives off. And you're left wondering who killed her. And
because you just see the feet of the person striking her, gets out of the car briefly and gets back in and drives off.
Yep. And so they all go on a mystery weekend, which is based on shit that Stephen Sondheim and Anthony Perkins would do. They would have parties, mystery parties. They love doing this. I don't know if they ever did it on a boat. I just know that they hosted a lot of mystery parties with their friends. And they would host these parties when they were living together. And they were kind of like husband and wife in a relationship. And eventually, though, he wanted to get married. And I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. He went to gay conversion therapy. And not the church religious stuff. It was seeing an actual psychotherapist. And he met a woman, married her. They have two lovely daughters, or is it sons? It's two children. Anyway, so and then he couldn't quit. He went back to that life, but he stayed married, and he loved his wife. He loved her very much. And it's the same thing as Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury fell in love with a girl and loved her until his death, and that's who he left everything to. And she is the girl that he wrote about in some of his songs, because she was so profound a person in his life. And a lot of people don't know that he had a woman, a relationship with a woman. From working on this movie, James Mason famously once said that Raquel Welch was the most selfish, ill-mannered, inconsiderate actress that I've ever had the displeasure of working with. I've actually read that before too, Gambit. No, it's true.
Yeah, she has a reputation.
She, I used to think she was like this awesome person. No, she was a cunt behind the scenes. Love these boats in this film. And by the way, the yacht that they have in this film is half I hate to say this, length of Randolph Hearst's yacht, the famous yacht that the murder took place on. The mystery, the real life mystery.
The boat isn't actually a boat because filming on a boat was too difficult. So they built the yacht sets on land. So the ship isn't real. As gorgeous as it is, because I like the ship.
Well, there are shots of it.
French Riviera.
There are real shots of the real ship. It's in the movie. It really is. But yeah, I know what you're talking about for all the interiors and shit and such.
It's just too difficult to navigate that many cameras on a moving thing.
Also, holding drinks and setting drinks down. And there's a lot of booze in this.
Oh, yeah. And that ice pick.
Which is like the fucking reveal at the end of this, because basically James Mason, halfway through the films, becomes Sherlock Holmes. He's the sleuth. He's piecing it together. And so is the other character played by the man that we're celebrating this week, Richard Benjamin. Because this is the week we're celebrating for his birthday, because he, like me, is a Tauran. So
I gotta say, when they got into the boat for the first time, I knew who had been the driver. I knew it. And when the killing occurred afterward in the movie, yes, I was right. I knew that it was the other guy too. What I didn't do was connecting the motive.
Well, the motive is trippy. And you don't really understand the motive until later.
Yeah, the real motive, which was in our faces.
Money.
But that I didn't get that. And then I said, oh, you slimy son of a bitch.
Yep, he's a slime ball. And I love, because when we get to that moment, I was terrified as a kid watching this. That moment when he's trapped and reveals to the killer that I know what you are, and he's trying to find a way out of the room and he can't get out of the room. That was scary as shit to me as a kid.
What creeped me out is when he said, I don't have gloves, and he has these creepy hand puppets. That made me jump when he turned around.
That also, I jumped too when he did that in the theater. Not when we watched it together, but I remember jumping as a kid. That scared the shit out of me. And James Coburn is creepy as shit in this too. When he puts on the wig and the makeup in the confessional,
dude, James Coburn is always creepy.
Oh, but I love him, man. He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
He was the thing that hooked me to this movie, because I remember yesterday I told you I may have not time to watch this movie, but man, I couldn't pass a movie with James Coburn. I couldn't. I have to watch it.
Oh, the cast is amazing. My problem is that it's such a slow burn, and I just don't like movies like that.
Well, I
too much talking.
She's not one of those. She's not a quiet, bored person, by the way, people. Just so you know, she lets you know a lot how bored she is.
Dude, shut up! I just check out of the movie and occasionally say something. I don't.
I'm so not into this right now. So then I have to be into it for her because I'm talking about shit during the film. So real quick, I'm going to show you another thing here, and it's not my penis. There we go.
God.
This is the TV series Quark, which should have been a hit.
Loved Quark.
This is a great fucking television series. It was real science fiction, and the ship, I think, was inspired from a joke on Star Trek with the scene where Scotty gets into the fight with the Klingons on the space station because they refer to. They call it a trash barge, a garbage barge, sorry. And that's what the ship is in Quark. He drives a space trash truck that goes from quadrant to quadrant, picking up trash from other ships. And he's got the two beautiful twins. He's got the robot, and he's got that guy with the pistol in his hand, who sometimes is a woman and sometimes is a guy played by Tim Thomerson. First fucking trans character, a main character in a show. And he is actually biologically that way because sometimes the one personality takes over, and it's funny as shit on the show. This was a great show. They only got 6 fucking episodes, and it got canceled. And it was created by this man, Buck Henry, who is in a lot of the movies that we're going to talk about this week, except for this one. Buck Henry is a hero of mine when it comes to writing. I fucking love his writing.
Hey, Andy Morrow's in the house.
Hey, Andy.
Andy.
How's our favorite limey prick today? Yeah, Quark's a great show, man. I'm just telling you. If you've never seen it, go entertain yourself with that show. 6 episodes. You'll get through it. They're all 22 minutes or 25, 22 or 25. I forget. In 77, it might have been 25 minutes. They had less commercials back then. I like so many things about this fucking movie. I really do. I like the way they shot it. I loved all the performances. Even Raquel Welch didn't suck in it. Because I don't really think she's a good actor. Like, I mean, I think she's actually an awful actor.
She is.
Like a terrible, terrible, terrible fucking actor. And but you got all these others. And by the way, Cary Grant's ex-wife is in this, Diane Cannon. And why was her last name Cannon? Because she had gigantic titties.
Oh my God.
And 2 cannons. But no, she was a gorgeous lady. She really was. And but she was way too young for Grant. And that's eventually what led to them breaking up. But they stayed close all the way to the end.
That's funny coming from you, that she was too young.
Oh, if you'd been any younger, I wouldn't have allowed a relationship between us because it gets too weird for me. But you're much more mature, and I can actually easily have conversations with you.
Well, yeah,
me or Starboard, fuck. I don't ever ask about that fucking ass hat. The production was marred by much on-set conflict. Yeah, it's typical.
But they filmed this on location at the Riviera in France. So what a treat for them.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Probably as far as the women go, Joan Hackett has always been a consummate professional. I guarantee you she conducted herself professionally on that set. Ian McShane, same thing. I don't see anything coming from James Mason other than being a straight up professional. And Richard Benjamin, I've heard nothing but good things about him on sets. But Coburn, maybe because of drinking, I don't know. But definitely Yvonne Romaine and Raquel Welch. Probably
Welch is all attitude and zero talent.
And Cannon, I don't know anything about her personality. She may have also been a prima donna on the set. By the way, the group meeting at the port reminds me of the sequel to Knives Out. Worst fucking movie I've ever seen. Right there, Glass Onion. I liked Knives Out because it was stolen from Agatha Christie. Like every fucking Agatha Christie trope was used in that. And I ended up enjoying it, but Glass Onion was just fucking stupid. It was a dumb script, dumb writing, and really not very good acting either. A Knives Out mystery. Yeah, it's like add that to it to try to save it. Maybe that's why Welch's character was killed off in The Four Musketeers. Well, I wouldn't be surprised because she wasn't supposed to die that way, but the character does die, though, because that's why D'Artagnan wants uh, the lady De Winter killed, executed. So both of them, one are dead. Porthos and D'Artagnan, because she murdered. Oh, she's fucking hot, man. She's not like, I know beautiful. I don't think she's beautiful, because beautiful really goes to something else. There's a certain amount of elegance to it.
She is beautiful. This one.
She's hot. Oh wait, who is that? I can't see with the letters. That looks like Raquel Welch. She's not beautiful.
No. I don't like Raquel Welch, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like her. The only Rian Johnson movie I really liked was The Brothers Bloom, which is a good movie. It's also the only movie with Fuckhead in it that I liked. The guy that took over playing the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo. Him and Adam Big Nose actor that was in King Kong. It's a good movie. The Brothers Bloom is a good movie. It surprised me. I like that little twist at the end. I quasi like the movie Brick. But I am not a fan of his attempt at science fiction. I mean, the acting is really good, and everybody did their jobs on it. I just don't think it's very well written. That sci-fi movie, Time Travel one he did.
That's horrible. That movie's horrible.
My God, I don't like it. The acting is great in it. I really like the acting in it. But
of course,
I fucking hate it. The story and the writing. It was just atrocious.
Stupid.
Thank you, Adrian Brody. Thank you, Eclay. It is stupid. I'm going to send somebody back in time. Well, who is it? It's me from the future. I got to kill me in the future. Like that premise is such a great idea. And what do they do with it? Fucking dumb. So therefore, it's an awful step down. But his previous film, I actually like, Brick. It's a neo-noir thriller, but your detective is a student in a high school, and it takes place at the high school. It's a good movie. I watched that one with Mac, and I was actually tickled by that movie. The thing is, like, through this film, I remember watching it, like, I couldn't figure out who the killer was, and it was bothering me. I couldn't figure out the killer, and I kept thinking, I think it's Coburn. I think it's Coburn that's killing everybody. But there are two killers in this movie.
Yep.
But
one is a killer, the other is a murderer.
Yeah, one's a killer, the other one is a murderer. That's right. Technically, the one did kill somebody, committed homicide, unintentional homicide, but then ran.
Yep.
And it led to what's happening on the boat now. And because oh my God, the great twist in this story is it makes it look like Coburn has brought these people together because he knows one of them is the killer. Or he might be the killer himself that murdered his own wife. But we know that's impossible because he was still at the party when she died at the beginning. So it can't be Coburn. So which one of these is the killer? And you think that this whole thing was all about that. And the killer uses that to fuck with everybody at this murder mystery. Which I don't think is even supposed to be a murder mystery. And this one, it's one of them is a thief. They got to figure out which one's the thief, right? Isn't that it?
No, they had to. James Coburn took an aspect of each one, but shuffled it. So basically, before revealing the killer, he wanted to reveal the secret of each one of them to the others in the most humiliating way possible. Man, that is some vengeance. What he had planned.
He just likes to embarrass the people around him because I'm not going to call them friends.
He's good. It's a control thing. Like he's a control freak. You can tell.
Yeah.
He's a control freak.
But he likes diminishing people.
Yeah. He loves like when he goes after the captain or whatever you want to call him that's piloting the boat. and he's like just menacing over him, like you're just a piece of shit. How many times like how many times we told you not to fucking do that when people are outside the boat, you know, and like oh man.
Today you call them skippers. The one in charge of the boat.
But the best clue in the film is given to you in a photograph. It's the photograph of all of them, and he lined them up a certain way under the letters of the name Sheila, which is the name of the boat, and the woman is wife that was murdered or killed. And it's the final letter, the A at the end, because it was shoplifter, homosexual, ex-convict, informer, child molester.
No, little
child molester.
But the A was for alcoholic, but the original card was destroyed and very craftily, but at the same time clumsily replaced by hit and run.
Yep.
Well, the clumsy thing is that the original card was crumpled and the new card is not.
Well, that's one of the ways he gets caught is he crumpled it, partially crumpled it in his hand. Mason saw that, and then later when he sees his card, it's smooth. Yeah, Diane Cannon is out there on that fucking flotation, and somebody starts the engine, and she gets pulled down and almost killed.
She almost gets sucked into the rollerblades.
Yeah,
which is a horrible death.
Yeah, I would not want to be cut up by a fucking motor.
I kind of thought that was going to happen because they show us the thing before they turn on the motor.
Yeah, but the thing is, she wasn't the intended victim of that.
No,
the intended victim was Coburn.
Yeah. She would have been collateral damage.
Yeah. So basically, like when Mason figures it out, okay, and his name is Dexter, Philip Dexter, and he realizes that the A card was originally alcoholic, which is matching like Lee Parkin's character, his secret, or her secret, and but had been swapped for the more damning hit and run killer card by Tom Parker. Which is her husband. So Tom had crumpled his original alcoholic card and replaced it with hit and run killer, which makes no sense because it doesn't spell Sheila.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
But he didn't know. Nobody could have known that the card spells Sheila.
Right. Except for the guy doing it. And eventually Mason's character figures it out, Dexter. And what he also notices that the cards correspond with the letter on the name on the boat.
Yep. With the person standing
guilty of that thing that's under that letter is guilty of what's on the card.
I really like this movie, man. This movie was awesome.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love these little thrillers. And Anima didn't like this, and I'm like, boy, I better never show you an Agatha Christie mystery because this is one of the probably best homages to Agatha Christie I've ever seen.
I told you I was never a fan of hers because her stories are too slow.
Yeah, and that just makes me sad.
A thriller that is so slow that I fall asleep.
I'm sorry. I can't keep doing this show. I'm leaving.
Hey. I'm here. I'm talking about a movie I did not enjoy, so shut up.
Okay. But I need you further away from me. I don't want you next to me right now.
I can take the evening off. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh yeah, whatever. James Mason and James Coburn were in the movie Cross of Iron. Yeah. Another film we plan to do this year. We're doing it this year. I'm going to do it. Dude, you're talking about the guy who Jacked up Star Wars. Oh, Ruin Johnson. Yeah, I fucking hate that guy. I never liked him, by the way, never, because he was a fucking troll on Twitter. When you heard he had to delete like 50,000 Twitter posts, that was between him and his two close friends, because they would go in and troll and fuck with nerds, gamers, didn't matter, Star Wars, Star Trek. They go in there and they just wanted to fuck with him and be mean to him. Fuck
Hey,
that
James.
cocksucker. Nobody
Hi,
to
James.
me deserves the harp seal treatment more than Ruin Johnson. It's amazing cannons. Thank you, Snort. And hi, James. I bet Diane Cannon's ass is going to hit the rotor. No, it doesn't. Dude saves her. But I'm going to tell you something really funny. Later on, when they're on shore, an American couple mistakes her for a prostitute, and it's funny.
Yes, and she laughs it off.
I was like, that was fucking funny. And then they go into the hotel where James Mason is trying to find the key he's supposed to find. And he's looking for it, going through all the keys, and they think he works at the desk. So he turns and finds a room for them and gives them the key. And they said, hey, that's the same key that prostitute had. He goes, what? Which key? What did it look like? That was funny. That was funny. Because he knew immediately who the prostitute was.
Yeah.
Don't hurt Gary's feelings. You know what a crybaby he is. It's true. I'm a big crybaby.
Yeah, I know, Snorty. I know.
I mentioned Ruin Johnson before, Gert. Okay, only Anima gets to call me Gert now.
Yep, that name's mine now.
She now
no
owns
one's
it.
ever going to know why.
And I love these rooms because you'll see them a lot on these yachts. You know, this giant, often they're the small dining room, but this one is actually like a lounge. It's a little smaller than some of the larger ones. It's really good though. I've always wanted to be on a yacht like that.
It made me want to go back on a boat because I did a couple of week-long island hopping tours in Croatia on smaller boats.
Now she's
10 to
actually
12 passengers. That's really nice.
Joan Hackett's actually a really beautiful woman. She's not hot. She's beautiful. She got that classic look to her face. And so she's, not someone that you are drawn to sexually. You're supposed to care about her as a character because you see her. She's really distraught over shit. And
I don't know. I'm pretty
mental problems.
drawn to her physically.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Thanks for telling everybody.
You're not the only one being weird here, Gary.
Snort humor. He doesn't take shit from anybody. I do love this coast. At first, I thought it might have been Greece because you see all that white on the shoreline when they're out in the water. But nope, it's the French Riviera, which is touching the same water, the Mediterranean.
Different part, though.
Different part, but it's still the same body of water.
Greece is on the other side of Italy.
Mm-hmm. I know where they are physically.
The coastline is pretty close.
This is the scene that scared the ever-loving shit out of me as a little kid. First of all, it's creepy with the monks singing. And
I
then
got
it's
so sick and tired of the singing. That goes on way too long.
Well, it's
that
not
goes
even
on
good.
way too long.
First of all,
I
it's
love
not
Gregorian
good Gregorian.
chants.
I do too, but that's not a really good recording.
No, it's not.
I like listening to old Gregorian chants, but they should all be like, you shouldn't be able to tell how many there are. That's how echoey it needs to be.
One, that, and two, they should hit their notes. And they don't always do that in this movie. And this annoyed the shit out of me because I'm a music person. I grew up on that shit. I studied that shit. So, yeah.
And I'm Catholic. Joan Hackett has also, oh my God, I love that fucking movie, dude. Support Your Local Sheriff with James Garner. What a good film. She's usually a character who's either going to be the love interest or she's going to be the one in peril. She did another movie with Marsha Mason that I really liked. I think it's about like the characters dying of cancer. It's been too long. Been too fucking long. Now I'll tell you a character she played that I didn't like. Was on a TV show called as a MASH spinoff. Fuck. Trapper John MD. And she was on there. She played a character I didn't like. So there you go. But she's great in Support Your Local Sheriff. Joel Schumacher worked on the film as costume designer. This one? I didn't know that. Oh my God. You mean there's not like a multitude of Joel Schumachers out there?
I didn't see any nipples on clothes.
Steve Guttenberg had his first acting shot in The Boys from Brazil, which was a serious role. And he actually gets killed. It's a good movie. I want Anima to watch that film with me because you get to see two great actors go at each other in that final act.
Yeah, you've mentioned it a couple of times.
Gregory Peck and Sir Laurence Olivier. And oh my gosh, man. Peck plays Dr. Mengele.
Who? Peck.
Peck. And good movie. I like The Boys from Brazil. Read the book too. It was pretty scary. That's what this show is. It's spoilers. We're talking about the movies and giving away endings. And by the way, if you don't know the ending to The Boys from Brazil, it came out over 40 years ago. That's your fucking problem.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
Yeah, he was. You know, a role that I really liked, and originally, a lot of people don't know this, he kills Damien at the end, the Antichrist. But they decided to change the ending, and because they did shoot another version of him killing Damien, and when he shaves part of his head and finds the three sixes on his head under, as a birthmark that he's the Antichrist, and he finally goes to church, and it leads to a great scene now, because I like the ending. I like the ending because and remember, this is the same director that brought us Superman the movie. Richard Donner made that. That's a scary fucking ending. And you see him, and he's got the fucking blade, and he's gonna fucking pierce him right in the skull to kill him. And the cop, slow motion, fires the gun, and you see the bullet come out. No special effects. This is real. It was so fucking cool. And he kills Gregory Peck's character and saves the Antichrist. And the end of the movie on that one was just something they thought up to show the funeral and the President of the United States and the First Lady holding the hands of a small child. And the child turns and looks at the camera and just smiles. Just an innocent little loving boy smile. Had no idea how creepy he looked. That little boy had no idea. Because they were like just having fun when they shot the scene. Okay, now turn around, give me that big grin. He turns around, he smiles like at the camera, and it's like, oh shit, that's Satan. And so ended the name Damien for a while. That movie killed the name Damien.
Yeah.
Really?
Like it was like suddenly go back in the history books and you'll see like a sudden drop in the name Damien.
My generation still uses it like to signify that thing is evil. That guy's Damien.
Yeah, Damien. You're Damien, man. You're the Antichrist.
Names can get ruined. Yeah, I mean, why do you think Adidas is
Adolf?
called Adidas?
Adolf.
Yep.
Also Adolf. That's gone.
He went by Adi his whole life. He would not have anyone use his real name.
And then another amusing thing is how the name Hitler got legally changed by a lot of the family. They legally changed their name. Oh, Titanic's not a very good movie at all. It's great visual effects. It's a stupid love story. Stupid. It's better if you watch it in reverse. Which one? Titanic? Yeah, then it looks like a fucking rescue. Magic. The original music score was composed by Billy Goldenberg, the guy who did varied fare such as Woody Allen's Play It Again, which is a good movie, and Up the Sandbox, which I don't even remember that movie, but I know Play It Again. It's where he's haunted by the ghost of Humphrey Bogart. The Omen is the greatest horror film ever. It still creeps me out 40 years later. Yeah, look, man, I went to see that in the theater with my dad. It scared the shit out of me.
That rolling head.
That was 76, right? Or 75. Which year was that? It was after Jaws.
That movie is on my fuck off list. Never going to watch it.
No, you have it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. You will like it. It's not 76. Scary. A Night to Remember is a better film. Now take A Night to Remember and take the footage of the ship sinking from Cameron's film and turn it black and white and put it into A Night to Remember, and it's a perfect movie. It gets the historical event correctly done right. And they were told by one of the survivors that it broke in half. Dismiss, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Later got proven to be true. She wasn't lying. And A Night to Remember is just a great film. I love the character. I can't remember who played her in that, but the unsinkable Molly Brown. And then Debbie Reynolds played in the biopic, The Unsinkable Molly Brown, in the movie The Unsinkable Molly Brown. And they have a Titanic scene in that one too. Ruben with Tom Conti. I love Tom Conti, good actor. Oh, that movie is tough. David Bowie's good in it too. Reuben's a very good film. The only good bit of Titanic is when Jack sinks. Well,
which made no sense because they both would have space on that.
They could have easily fit on that. They easily could have, and they proved it on MythBusters.
Yep.
So shut up, James Cameron. You're full of shit. Around the World in 80 Days with Pierce Brosnan, 1989.
You know what? Why she didn't allow him on the door? Because he knew too much.
Yep, that's right.
He wanted the jewel for herself.
Yeah, I do believe I'm double checking. Yes, my preferred version of that film is the 1956 version with David Niven, Shirley MacLaine, and Robert Newton. Fucking love Robert Newton. You also had Charles Boyer in it. You had comedic actor Joe E. Brown. People today don't know who he is, but he was very well known back then. Of course, you had a younger John Carradine, the father of David, Keith, and Robert Carradine. And Ronald Coleman was in it. Holy shit. God, I haven't seen this thing in a long time. And Noel Coward was in it too. Holy crap. And as I recall, he was a closeted homosexual too. It's sad that they had to live that way.
Yep. It's really
Hollywood.
sad.
Hollywood still hasn't changed. They blacklist what they don't like. And
denying that they're doing it.
Yeah, that was what upset a lot of people, that he actually was still alive. People felt ripped off. Night to Remember is certainly a term of endearment, I'm sure, for myself and the people who have watched it. It's a wonderful movie. It really is. And again, I want to put out there, if you like that movie, go watch Unsinkable Molly Brown with Debbie Reynolds. It's a good movie. I recently watched David Bowie and The Man Who Felt Earth. That's a hard film to get through. I swear to God. I watched it, And look, I get it. It has some great moments in it, some amazing acting. I mean, oh my God, what's his name? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Rip
He's in
Torn.
that movie. Rip Torn is in that fucking movie. And he's the best part of the fucking movie. And it's long. It's long. And it tanked. Did not make the money. The Bette Midler song Friends at the end. This was her first
That made her.
movie. This was her first movie. And it did. She got very well known as a singer because of this movie. And it's a song she performed all the time, live on stage. And she would sing it for all of her gay friends because, well, that's what the song's really about, if you didn't know that. Oh, Poseidon Adventure, the original? Oh, fuck yeah. Nobody makes a disaster movie like that, man. Yeah, she was 26. 26. That's too old for him. Man Who Fell to Earth. It was not successful. It's a cult classic.
I don't even know about this one.
I'm getting to it right now. Yeah, it was 1.5 million budget and it made 3 million, and it did not make up for the marketing at the time. It tanked. And it upset the studio. People got fired over that movie.
God damn.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence is a fantastic fucking movie. Tom Conti is wonderful in it. And Bowie does an amazing job. Didn't Kurtzman try to remake that recently? There was a remake, a TV remake, and I didn't watch it. I don't give two shit about that stuff. I get annoyed when they do that.
Who gives a shit about anything that Kurtzman is involved with?
Well, Ziggy Stardust is why he was picked to play that part. David Bowie had a persona that he created called Ziggy Stardust, and he'd play him on stage. I will tell you one thing for sure. I do like that poster from the movie for The Man Who Fell to Earth. That is a very good fucking movie poster. Who painted that? I wonder if it's Bob Peak. Because it's watercolor. So, and he was known for doing that.
And was it him?
No, I'm looking and it's not giving me any information, so I'm going to have to dig deeper here. Yeah, that didn't help me a bit. Thanks, Brave, for sucking.
Why are you using Brave for Googling stuff?
Because in this browser, that's the main search one. So I got to go to type it in. Vic Fair, British artist Vic Fair. Thank you, Google. Good fucking artwork. And I do like that poster. I wouldn't mind having that on my wall. Oh, he did some other stuff here. Whoa, that's trippy. Yeah. He did a beautiful poster for the movie The Last Emperor. Labyrinth. Oh, I don't like his James Bond poster.
Which one did you do?
Oh, he did a cool poster for the Lords of Discipline.
Which James Bond did you do?
A View to a Kill. Oh, wow. This poster he did for Let me pull this up. Just show you some of the. I'm looking at some of this posters right now over on Google. Martin, if you want to share this.
Well, I don't want to, but I have to. There you go.
Oh, you don't. Do what you want. So that's the poster he did for Short Circuit. That's nice.
That looks cool.
And the weird one is this one from the Lords of Discipline.
Well, hi, Joe. At least you made it to
Hi, Joe.
chat.
Look at that poster. That's pretty cool. These are called comps because he actually did the logo and the writing on there. That's just to show them the composition, how it would work. But this David Bowie one, holy shit. Let me make sure I'm getting large images here. Look at that. This is from the movie The Emerald Forest. And that movie had an impact on a lot of people in their private lives. The Emerald Forest. We should watch it sometime. It's the same director, John Boorman, that did Excalibur. Amazing filmmaker. Look at that painting. It's about a son who gets taken into the jungle in South America, and the father who comes down there well armed to go get him back. And now he's a young teenager. He was a child when he was taken. He gets information of where he is and goes in there. But the impact on the filmmakers of saving the rainforest became a lifelong commitment after doing this. That's a gorgeous painting. Look at that.
It's pretty cool.
You get the main face here. That's Powers Booth there. And this is the leader of the tribe. That's fucking good shit. Carnal Knowledge, which we talked about previously, that was one of the original posters for it with, The Night Porter. That's another good movie. But here's the one he did of David Bowie. I'm going to see if I can find a larger copy of it. There we go. This is the main artwork right here. Copy, image, address, boom. Cut, paste. And that's just fucking gorgeous. Look at that. It's a watercolor too. And if you look at the reflection, it's still David Bowie, but he's got the alien face and eyes. That's gorgeous, man. And that font they use in the poster became well known for, is it Megadeth that uses that font, Martin?
Again?
Here, hold on. I'll pull up the whole font.
No, Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden uses that font. That became a big metal font later. Great fucking artwork, man. God. Again, Raquel Welch really can't act. I was kind of glad she got killed off because the character got killed off in the book too, of the Three Musketeers. Because that's what sets D'Artagnan off on his revenge against the Lady de Winter. Yeah, I'm way too big a fan of the Three Musketeers.
It's a great story.
Robert Newton died young. Just goddamn, man. What an actor. And he is the creator of the pirate accent when he played Long John Silver's and then later played Blackbeard. Oh, he had that accent because he was from that area and he just really overworked it, the accent. And Robert Newton died young. He was an inspiration to a bunch of drunk actors, including Peter O'Toole. Oliver Reed was his biggest fan as far as the actors go. Richard Harris, Richard Burton, all of them huge fans of Robert Newton. And I consider him the single best actor to play not Fagin. What's the other character's name? The villain in Oliver Twist.
Didn't see
God,
it.
it's been way too long.
Fuck. I gotta fucking go look it up.
I never seen Oliver Twist.
I love
I
Oliver
read
Twist.
it, but
I love anything written by Charles Dickens.
yeah, same.
Yeah, you like dicks. I know.
Well, it is my middle
That
name.
hurts coming from you.
It didn't hurt me a bit.
It hurt
yeah,
me. You
it's,
sunk
Robert-
to Gary level, Martin.
That's it. Sykes. Bill Sykes was the character. Alec Guinness played Fagin. Henry Stephenson played Mr. Brownlow, the gentleman looking for. Of course, Anthony Newley was a kid when this movie got made. Played the Artful Dodger. It is really one of my favorite versions of that story. What a great little movie. And a little young John Howard Davies played Oliver in it. What a wonderful film. But my preferred version of the film is the musical, Oliver. Gary, what's your favorite version of the Musketeer story? The one with Raquel Welch in it. It's the one done by Richard Lester. In fact, it was the final Musketeer film that caused him to retire because his best friend died making it. And it broke him that it was his fault his friend was dead. And he didn't want to make movies anymore.
God, that's awful.
Oh, let me tell you, man. And look, I like Richard Lester, even though I jokingly call him Dick Lester all the time because he just sounds perverse. But I mean, I enjoyed his Superman 2 movie, even though I would have preferred to get Donner's version, and I like Donner's version, but it kind of messes up the first movie too because it took the ending from Superman 2 and put it onto the first film with Going Back in Time. But he did so many good films that I love that Anima probably won't watch some of them, 2 of them at least. Like he did Hard Day's Night with the Beatles, and then he made the next film with them called Help, which I like that movie too. And I even said one time, I said, all the movie Help is a very long music video.
I think you
That's how
told
it
me
even
parts
looked.
of that one.
Oh, it's got some fun shit in it. Like the actors that he uses all the time. Like Richard Lester had his posse. Like every good director has a posse of actors. And in The Three Musketeers, he wouldn't even consider making that movie without his buddy in it. And of course, Frank Finley as Porthos. I mean, you can't beat that. He's the guy that you liked that I showed you in the George C. Scott version of The Christmas Carol. He's the one who plays his partner that died. He's the spirit that comes to visit him. But Roy Kinnear, whose son Rory is in the James Bond films with Daniel Craig. He's a very good actor, but his dad was Roy Kinnear, and he was the one. He fell off either a horse or a donkey. I can't remember what happened. Got an injury, got sent to the hospital, and while they were working on him, he fucking died.
Damn, sad.
And that was for the 4th movie. And then the movie didn't do well. And what does Kurtzman doesn't know shit.
Let's not talk about him.
Boy. John Boorman, cool stuff. Yeah, I love John Boorman, Joe. Absolutely love him. He's one of my favorite directors. He's not my top 5 list, but he's in the top 10. I mean, his Lee Marvin movies, like Jesus Christ, man. Those two made great movies together. They did the first version that would be made later by Mel Gibson, called Payback, was called Point Blank. And it was the first time that they had done a Parker film. And it was really good. Lee Marvin as Parker is intense. And then they did Hell in the Pacific, where you have two actors, one Japanese, the other one English, neither speaking the same language, and they wouldn't use interpreters in the making of the film. The interpreter that was there, his job was to communicate between the director and Mifune, but Borman preferred to mime what he wanted to do to Mifune, and Mifune would do it. And they got that movie made that way. And it's an incredible film about two guys on that are enemies that end up on an island and have to figure out how to stay alive and eventually have to cooperate to stay alive. It's a good movie.
That reminds me of a certain Star Trek episode.
Oh, wait, which one?
Where he gets stranded with the alien and they have to figure out how to communicate with each other.
Yeah, that was three.
Oh, that's Next Generation. Yeah, Next Generation. Good episode. No, you hear me. What is it? Darmok? Was that what it's called? Or something like that. Anyway, when the walls come tumbling down or whatever the fuck it was, because the alien speaks in metaphor.
Yeah.
And Picard figuring it out is fun.
It is. I like that. I didn't get into TNG much, but that was one of the episodes that I really liked.
My favorites were the Geordi, any of the Geordi Data episodes.
Data is great.
Well, I love it when Data and Geordi go off on an adventure. Like the Sherlock Holmes one's my favorite. It's my favorite all-time Next Generation episode. Elementary, My Dear Data. Great fucking episode. Emerald Force is a really good movie. Didn't do well. It should have. It deserved better than it got treated in the box office. Yeah, movie posters used to be something. Work went into it. Now they don't bother with that shit anymore. Fuck Hollywood. That's why the only work I get is independent film. If you know Photoshop, you're a fucking poster artist. And before the 70s and 80s emerged, the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Wait a minute. Are you saying that there were decades before the 70s? What are you saying, Gambit? That's how that sounded to me, Gambit.
I don't even know what to do with a sentence like that. But yeah,
this was just, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Like, what are you saying? I love Great Expectations. It depends. Bill Sykes is such a scary character. And I like the actor who played him in the musical, too. He was scary as shit. And a lot of people don't know that the character of Fagin is Jewish. The character is Jewish. And he was kind of your typical Jewish character, with the money. But he ends up having a big heart by the end of it. And I always like that about the Fagin character. I would say Three Musketeers 73 and 74 sequel are such great movies. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I like all four of the films. But the first one and the second one were made at the same time. They were shot back to back. And that's why they worked that way. Because it felt like one seamless movie split in two.
I think we're at the point where Lee is about to die.
Okay, this is not Monty Python. A Sale of Two Titties by Darrell's Chickens. Yeah, I love that. That's a Monty Python joke, by the way. That's the bookstore skit. And who was in the original? That was John Cleese and Marty Feldman in the original version. Yeah, David Lean is a good director. I will give it to him, but I'm still pissed at him for the Bridge on the River Kwai. And I'll always be pissed about that. The Iron Mask, which is also based on Dumas' novel, had Douglas Fairbanks Sr. deliver 2 talking sequences consisting of the beginning and the middle. And I'm going to tell you, so far, every iteration of The Man in the Iron Mask is good. I've never seen one, even the more modern one that was shot in the 90s, that had a young DiCaprio in it.
That's the only one I've seen. It was okay.
Yeah, because I liked the Irish actor, Aussie Irish actor, playing D'Artagnan in that. Very good.
I can never get used to that name pronounced that way.
I know, same.
D'Artagnan.
You're Americanized D'Artagnan.
Yeah, it's Americanized. So
it hurts.
And he's based on a real person, very loosely. Bob Marley and the Wailers released the 6th album, Burnin'. Not a big fan. He was one song he did I really liked. Roy Kinnear was a great comedic actor. Yes, he was. I love that guy. Vincent Canby of the New York Times called the film an old-fashioned murder mystery that makes murder as well as life more interesting. That's a good comment. Perkins and Sondheim won the '74 Edgar Award for Best Motion Picture from the Mystery Writers of America. That's cool. And went on to try to collaborate again 2 more times on the Chorus Girl murder case, which I've actually never seen that. In fact, I didn't hear about it until I was reading the trivia on this. This is so funny. When he just walks in and there she is with the fucking massage guy and doing a workout and introduces him as her new husband.
Her new fiance.
Her new fiance. That's funny as shit. Oh, so the movie was never made. I thought it was something I just never seen. Because I saw that in the trivia too, and I'm like, I don't know anything about that. Sort of poop is when the real seal poked its head out of the ice hole. That ice hole, Gary, not the back door. Okay.
Oh,
it's an ice
do
hole.
You have the new video? The new backdoor video?
I don't know. What was it?
The one you made last night, Barney Miller?
No, I didn't make it last night. Or did I?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Hold on. Let me get it.
Because that's a really good one.
Yeah, Barney Miller's a lot of fun. It's just a fun show.
But that scene was just so funny.
Better than you do. 12th precinct, load your hopes. Oh, hiya, Barn. Well, I guess the guy went out the back door, down the alley, and ran.
There you go. Nothing better
Covered
than
in shit.
Covered in shit. They went into a sewer, got covered in shit, having to chase a guy, played by Ron Carey, who would later the next season come on as a regular as Officer Levitt.
I felt bad for Ron Glass's character for being covered in sewer stuff because he likes expensive clothing. But then I see his ass and his figure in that training tracking suit, and I'm like, yeah, that was worth it. That looked good.
He is such a good actor, and it was a sad day when we lost him.
Oh, yeah. It's been 10 years. Can you believe
We've
that?
lost so many of the cast. We still got Hal Linden. We still got Wojo. Actually, I've been wanting to do an interview with him, and I got to get a request. Maybe you guys can help me write the request to do an interview with him. And we could talk to him about Barney Miller, have him on and do a show about Barney Miller. Because I do want to we got to get around to doing some of these shows about TV shows that we love. Because we have a new show, by the way, guys. We absolutely love this show. It's called
Widow's it annoyed us today. It made us angry.
Yeah. Every episode you get an answer. This episode you got no answer, and it just ends.
It's a like, tricky episode.
Yeah. So it was a fun episode. Very good show. I like the dark comedy, and it's very H.P. Lovecraftian.
It's a cursed island. And people
it's an
on the
island
island don't understand
got cursed. It's very cursed island. The Tale of Two Cities with Ronald Colman, great film.
But yeah, the one guy I would like to talk most next to Ron Glass from that show is Abe Vigoda, because he's my favorite character in that.
Well, my dad loved Wojo. Okay, that was his second favorite character, but the number one character that even my dad loved was Fish.
Fish,
because Fish is so dry and so sardonic.
The way he just looks at his colleagues sometimes.
When he like rolls his eyes, it just because his eyebrows are so thick. When he rolls his eyes, it's a thing. He looks like a human Muppet.
I don't like him. He betrayed Corleone.
He did.
Come
Yeah,
on, can't you
he was-
can't you put in a word for me for old time's sake? Sorry, I can't do it, pal. You're fucked. You never. He's one of the characters you don't get to see whacked. I think it's because he's such a likable character, and you don't want to see a character like that get smoked. But some of the other ones, you got to see him die on camera, and you kind of wanted to see him get killed. Like the brother-in-law that like beat his wife. What's her name?
Sonny.
Rocky.
What are we talking about here?
Francis Ford Coppola's sister played her in the film, the sister Corleone. I can't remember the name. Anyway, fuck it. So
Connie.
he beat her. I'm talking and you're saying it, and I can't hear you when you do that. What is it?
Connie Corleone or Constanza.
That's it, Constanza. She is such a good actress, and she's like asking, "Please don't, no, it was my fault. It's my fault." And he goes out there, and
I'm only going to talk to him.
Just going to talk to him, and he literally beat the shit out of that actor, broke his ribs.
Yeah,
it was a trash can.
He broke a finger.
Trash can and a finger. He broke his ribs too, 2 ribs, and he kicked him. Now, one of the kicks you can see on camera is a stage kick, but then there's the other one that actually moved his body. And I'm like, oh, he made contact with that. And then he grabbed the trash can, which was not planned. That was something he just did in the moment, James Caan.
Mm.
Yeah, I think anywhere in the Mediterranean would have been a perfect location for this. And it also gives it that fucking Agatha Christie feel. A bunch of people on a boat, because there is an Agatha Christie. Yeah, it's called Murder on the Nile is in a boat like this. What part of it is?
The French Riviera is still where the rich people go to have a holiday. They don't go to Italy necessarily. They don't go to the other side. They don't go to Croatia. They all go to the French Riviera because it's France.
All the characters are either rich or want to be rich in Murder on the Nile. It's the same thing with Murder on the Orient Express. The only poor people on that train are those that work for them. And even they're suspects in the crime. And that's actually what and Albert Finney's version is the best version of Murder on the Orient Express. Hands down, no competition. I don't even really like the version with Kenneth Branagh because Jesus Christ, man, the introductions to each character in the original 70s film works because you find out who each person is before they're all interacting with each other. And he doesn't even bother to fucking do that in the newer film with Branagh. It's like, fuck Branagh. I'm sorry. He annoys me sometimes. Yeah, he's a human Muppet. Yeah, Ava Godet. When you look at him, he looks like a human he looks like Sam the fucking Eagle. Prove
yes!
me wrong.
Yes!
Prove me wrong.
Oh my God!
Impossible.
I cannot unseen it now.
I'm pulling it up so people know who we're talking about.
Oh my God.
Yeah, pull it up, not down, please.
Later.
Oh.
There it is. I found a good image of him. There we go. Open image in a new tab. And then I will look up Abe Vigoda. I mean, he was playing old guys when he wasn't even that old. He died in the 20-teens. That guy was like playing old men in his fucking 40s.
Some people are born old.
Oh, here's that. I'm going to clip it. An image from this. Copy image location. There we go. So let me share this tab. Share screen. This is Sam the Eagle. And I I know that Sam the Eagle was made after Abe Vigoda was famous. So I've always suspected there was a chance that Abe Vigoda was the inspiration for Sam the Eagle.
Yep.
And here's
Absolutely.
Abe Vigoda from Godfather. Can't you put in a word for me, old times, Tom? That was the character he's talking to, Tom. And Tom's like, sorry, not this time. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, but his
And
eyebrows are even bushier on Barney Miller.
Yeah. So there you go. I've ruined your childhood if you grew up on the Muppets. I think that Sam the Eagle is based on Abe Vigoda. She's softening to it, Gambit. She's softening to it.
No, she's not. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
she is. She will deny it. Don't listen to her.
Fucking hate puppets, and that will never change.
They're not puppets, they're Muppets. It's completely different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Muppets are alive.
Yeah, sure.
They ride bikes and everything.
They have everything.
Whatever.
Hi, Vigman's girl.
Hi, Vigman's girl.
I remember like being blown away when Kermit was on that bicycle.
Yes.
Like, how did they fucking do that? The Muppets have included John Cleese, Roger Moore, Sly Stallone, Harry Belafonte as their guests, as well as Carrie Fisher, Anthony Daniels, Kitty Baker, and Mark Hamill doing Star Wars shit. David Bowie's been on there. God, they had, like, if you were somebody, they wanted to do the Muppets. They love that show.
Like The Simpsons.
Wasn't Arnie on the Muppets?
Who are not?
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I'm not sure.
Arnold, I'll add. It's Arnold. Oh wait, I'm going to Brave again. Sorry, Google. Was Arnold Schwarzenegger
I'm faster than you, yes.
on?
He did a Sesame Street spoof character in '93, and he was named Arnold Schnuffelabhänger. Schnuffel-Uppernegger something. An official
here it
Muppet
is.
eye prop gifted to him by
He
Elmo,
also
and
was a
it's just
special
not-
guest with Jim Henson and Kermit the Frog on a British talk show called The Russell Hardy Show. He was frequently parodied himself in his iconic movie roles in The Muppet Babies, Sesame Street, as well as it was one called. Oh, but that wasn't with him in it. Oh, I got an image here of him with the Muppets. That's pretty cool.
And he was a co-host of Tales from the Crypt. And in the end, the Crypt Keeper killed him off camera.
Why do I not remember this?
I don't know, but I love that.
I've seen every episode. I don't remember that. Anima, you going to show your pussy?
What?
How do you not remember this? Because we have seen this.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Any moment now.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson show. I
And
hope she's
he's
not
there with the
wrong.
Muppets. We have seen this.
Yeah, love Arnold, man.
Well, since you guys are asking for it, here's the Rocket Addict.
Rocket Kitty.
Sleepy Rocket Kitty.
She's a rocky kitty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rocket Kitty.
Oh,
yeah,
look at
yeah.
that.
She's a rocket kitty. She won't ever look back.
What are you doing?
She's like, you're showing me off, so I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh, she's gonna moon
gonna
us.
show my
She's
ass.
mooning us.
Get ready. Get ready.
What are you doing back there?
There it is. There it is. We've been moaned. We have been moaned.
You baby.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry that girl.
Who, she or Rocket Kitty?
Well, that goes with the marriage.
Yeah, we're a package deal.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Another movie came out this year with Richard Benjamin in it. We're going to do that one Saturday. Another film with the mustache.
Ah, yeah. Well,
Oh,
all
the guy that
Mentas
played
has
Thufir. The guy, he was Thufir, right?
both Thufir and oh my god, the evil Mentat, Peter de Vries. The old Mentas has had those crazy eyebrows in the movie.
And they did exaggerate him, by the way, just so you know. I think one of the interesting casting choices was Duncan Idaho, because I like Richard Jordan is not someone I would have pictured as him, but he did a great job. I liked him in it.
I like him better than Momoa.
I think Paul Smith as Beast Raban was the best casting. Kenneth McMillan is good as the Baron, but he's not the best Baron, period. The best Baron is that fat actor.
Yeah, I like his Baron until I read the book, and then I said, that is not the Baron.
Yeah, he's not the Baron. Freddie Jones, who had worked previously with Lynch on the movie The Elephant Man. And Freddie Jones is the character. He played Thufir Hawat in Dune with the big, crazy fucking eyebrows. And it's studio intervention, like insane, because I finally got to see that long cut that was based on the original David Lynch cut. And we never got the David Lynch cut, and it pissed me off that they didn't, the De Laurentiis didn't reach out to him and get that before he died. But oh, by the way, we watched a couple of shows. Well, 4 shows today. We watched WDW Pro. We watched Geeky Sparkles. What the fuck?
Clownfish.
Clownfish. We watched Clownfish, but then we watched 2 people who I really like to watch, is Dave Cullen and Nate over on Mr. H. And all of them had some really good shows today to watch. 2 of them talk about the same thing, talk about Mandalorian Grogu, which I'm just expecting it to be kind of a shit show. I assume it'll be fun.
Well, they all say it's fun, but it's made for kids.
But it's not being targeted at kids.
No, they target the audience between 20 and 30, which is a stupid thing to do to limit your audience like that.
No children. No fucking kids involved. And then they pull that stunt. And then they pull that stunt with him dressed up like the Mandalorian, unmasking with those fans. All of them in their 20s. No children. Like, that is really stupid. To why he would do that. Like, who exciting a bunch of 20-year-olds?
They don't care about making money anymore. I think Hollywood at this point is a money laundering machine. Because they blow out so much money on stuff. I think a lot of it is. They're just losing it.
So this is it. This scene was so intense when I watched this as a kid because he's trapped. All the doors are locked and he can't get out. And he's pretty much cornered the killer and telling him, I know you're the killer.
Dude, when Tom throws that dart that lands just the side of his hand.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't pay me enough to put my hand there.
I don't think they did what you think they did. That was the quick change up where he throws it and he actually throws it on this side of the hand down on the floor. And then the camera pans down and the dart's right next to his hand. I don't believe for a second that they would have done it that way. But it's still he's throwing that dart across the room at the board.
Yep.
And
he's
every
the
time-
line. The fucking
he's
line.
drawing back, and then Mason stops and backs up, and then he lowers the dart. And then Mason starts moving, he starts to draw back again. I'm like, holy shit, man. That's menace. Benjamin, who is like this affable Mr. Bean looking guy, really plays some of these characters really well.
And they sold him as the protagonist, the good guy of the movie.
Yeah, you're supposed to think he is the main character, and it's not. Mason is. Oh, hi, Vickman's Group. Well, I'm glad that you woke up.
Naps
I
are
hope your
awesome.
appointment was rough on you. So today, in honor of Anima, I'm going to be enjoying this today.
Oh, le Pringles.
Dill pickle
Ooh,
Pringles.
Pickle? Oh, what? Ah.
Because she prefers Ruffles. She doesn't like
Yeah,
Pringles.
I do not like Pringles.
Inhuman. How do you can eat something prickle flavored? Wow.
Oh, the chips were awesome. I really enjoyed them. But Pringles are just crap. They mix too much shit into that. I want my chips to be potato and oil and whatever flavor they put on. I'm hoping the slideshow caught the moment with the hand puppets, because that was my major jump scare in this. Like, holy fuck. That woke me up again. And then he tries to strangle him with those things.
Yeah, because you didn't have gloves. I'm looking for it. Let's see if I can find it. I'll just open it up and go to the scene in the movie.
They have like multiple bars on this ship. There's just bottles of alcohol everywhere.
By the way, I also just got a really good copy of Dick Tracy, and I want to watch it, see if it's as good a quality copy as it looks like in the trailer.
Gary and his love for dicks.
Hey, Dick Tracy is a good fucking movie.
Oh, that moment when you find out she was murdered. She didn't do it
Oh,
herself.
yeah.
That broke me. I'm like, what? That happened?
Yeah, because I truly believe she has off herself.
Yeah, because she can't live with accidentally killing her friend. Because she was drunk driving. That's all it was.
And by thinking she killed James Coburn.
Yeah,
Because
that too.
she's convinced that she did it.
She killed a dead man. Oh, and here's another thing I have to say about this movie. They say the title of the movie in the movie twice. The Last of Sheila.
Yeah, because that is the title of the fictional movie that they're supposedly going to make.
Exactly.
Also-
And one of the girls gets annoyed with Sheila always being a topic. And she says, are we ever going to hear The Last of Sheila? Because she wants to move on and just have a holiday. I like when they do that. It's something we do. Point that out.
Now
Also with
that tells
episodes.
you of the shitty nature of those people, because I'm sick of hearing the how could you? It's not a widow. He's a what?
Widower.
When your wife died. Yeah.
Yeah,
The widower mourning the death of his wife. What the fuck?
Well, that's one of the things that annoyed me about this movie. It's you're watching a bunch of rich people being bored on a boat. They're stuck there and they don't even like each other.
Well, because there's only a business opportunity for them. That's all.
I know, but I hate superficial, and all of them are so superficial. I don't like that.
They're in show business. What do you expect?
I know.
Kind of like I don't like that argument.
Oh, well.
Too bad. So
I feel
sad.
I feel the same way about your argument.
If the shoe fits.
Oh, I love this shot of him just sitting there. That's the end of the movie. Him just sitting there like it's all over. That's it. He's gonna make a movie, and he got away with murder.
It didn't catch the gloves scene.
I'm going to go ahead, pull it down, and this is one of my favorite images when he holds up the photo, explaining that way they got each one of them got placed under a letter, and the letters matched with the card, the name under the card, and so his made no sense. That's when he knew something was up, and got to get to this. Mason, despite knowing how in danger he is, his character can't stop. He's
so
compelled.
calm.
He's compelled to.
He has a death wish.
It's almost like he does, really.
No, he can't stop. He's on a roll there.
This
He
is the
shouldn't
dark.
have started from.
Yeah, but he got sucked in, and now he can't stop.
Oh, this is the dart scene. Hold on, let's go back to the dart.
God, I hope we don't.
Oh,
get
he already
blamed for
did it.
this.
Yeah, I want to go back to when he does it right here, and I think that one goes off screen, and that was a different dart. I just don't believe they would let him do that.
No,
This
I think
fucking
the one he throws goes off screen, and the other one was already in the table for that shot.
No,
Okay,
I think
he
would
has the
not have-
puppets. He has the puppets right now.
They would not have taken that risk.
Well, look what Lance Henriksen did.
That
to
was
the
such.
There.
Look at that.
That made me jump. When he turns
It's a
around like
perfect
that.
jump scare. And why it's perfect is, as John Carpenter explained, movie directors today use jump scares incorrectly because there should be no musical score.
Oh yeah, and they do it like idiots.
With the jump scare. If you're going to do a jump scare that involves somebody who's not the killer, you can't have the musical cue, because then you're just outright fucking lying about your characters. The musical cue is to be scary because it is the killer. So you do the fake jump scare where there's no music, like he did when the cop walks up behind Loomis in the first Halloween film, grabs his shoulder, and he goes, "Ah!" And he jumps and turns around. It's a big jump scare moment, only because of Loomis. And John Carpenter explained, you can't have a musical cue with that. If you do, you're being dishonest as a filmmaker. You're not supposed to do that. You can mislead, but don't be dishonest. And I love John Carpenter for saying that. Oh, Tom is suddenly feeling delirious. What are we talking about? What's he talking about?
Oh, no. Gambit, you are absolutely wrong in this. Tom is not delirious, and he's not been adulterated, sedated.
What are we talking about?
The scene at the end of the movie.
What about it?
He's trying to analyze it, I think. I don't know.
No, forget about it. Now Tom has to
Let me go back to
make
what I
sure.
was doing because it was over. I was showing this. So again, I'm going to show it again. When he raises those fucking puppets up. When I pause too long, that fucking happens. So I was trying not to pause so fucking long. That's fucking creepy looking. And he says, I didn't bring gloves. And he jumps and fucking goes after him. Oh,
Look how cold he is looking at him like that.
Again, there we go with the fisheye lens. And that is so fucking creepy to me as a kid. I fucking hated that look. It is a great fucking movie, whether Anima liked it or not. I'm just telling you guys, it's a very good film. Fun if you really like Agatha Christie style mysteries. I do. I love that. No, I mean, oh, they're not dolls. They're puppets that go over the
Hand
hands.
puppets. Yeah.
We get introduced to them earlier with Ian McShane's character when he has them on his hands. When I can't remember who she walks in. I think Diane Cannon walks in on him. Because he didn't have gloves, and and you can see it here. I'll just show it again. They're over his hands. Those are puppets that he's choking him with, and this becomes a life or death struggle between the two at the end, and he's going to kill Philip Dexter, yeah, and then Diane Cannon's character with the masseuse come barging in the middle of it, and they overheard everything because one of them had hit the button that turned on the microphone, and so it's broadcasting to everybody's rooms, and they just interpreted it as being that they're talking about the movie, which then Mason turns around and goes, yes, that's what we're talking about, planning the movie, and then he turns to him and says that he would be the investor. And about what, $5 million? Exactly the amount of money that he was going to inherit. Yeah, that's pretty clever. I like that. I didn't catch that before.
Now Tom has to make everything in his power to make that movie successful.
Because otherwise it'll be found out he's the killer.
I'm broke.
And what? The thing that's great about that is also how Hollywood of an ending. What a great representation of that shit. Because you know that's how Diddy did his shit, blackmailing people. Getting shit done. He's still in prison. I don't know. He might get out. You never know with these motherfuckers. The
of course he will.
He has money.
I like that he's behind. Yeah, he's pretty fucking evil. The way he treated women. We got some footage of that. We saw what he did. No hiding. I don't give a shit what she did. She didn't deserve that. So it's a good ending. It's a you could say it's kind of a movie within a movie, but it's about a movie in the movie, going to be made about a real event or inspired by. And it's a fun film. And I got to tell you, Ian McShane, fucking, I love that guy as an actor. Diane Cannon was great in it. I thought she was hilarious. So that's it. Oh, man. That was fun. Richard Benjamin wigs have been pretty good. On Friday, we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. I actually considered doing another film by him Saturday the 14th, but Martin threw a fit, and so I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're doing that then. Oh, God. Yeah, but at $5 million is what he killed his wife for.
Yep.
His motivation was to get that $5 million, and James Mason punishes him in his own way. You're going to pay $5 million. And then it ends on that fucking song, "You Gotta Have Friends" by Bette Midler. Sung by Bette Midler. So yeah, it's a fun little ending. And I highly recommend it for anybody who likes those kinds of mansion murder mystery style stuff that you would get from Agatha Christie, who lived her own mystery, if anybody knows that story.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She disappeared.
Oh?
Yep. And what I've come to the conclusion with from all the writing and information about her, I think she went into a fugue state. I think she really did. She went into a fugue state because her husband not only was cheating on her, he was cheating on her with a younger version of herself. The lady that she cheated with was younger, and he's going to divorce her to marry the girl that's replacing her. And she snapped and parked her car and just disappeared. It was on the side of the road. And she wandered off and ended up going to a hotel, an inn, and staying there under the name of the woman that his husband was leaving her for. Fascinating story. The film directed by Herbert Ross. I like Herbert Ross. Borrows a bit from the Agatha Christie. Doesn't borrow a bit.
We said.
Are you quoting somebody else? Because whoever said that's full of shit. It's absolutely directly inspired.
That's copy paste.
Yeah,
I assure you, that's Wikipedia.
Okay, so that's full of shit. That's not true at all. That movie was inspired through the script by Agatha Christie and Anthony Perkins and Sondheim's love for Agatha Christie and for doing their own mystery games. They would host their own mystery parties. And this movie was kind of a send-up of that. No one knows where she went on what happened. No, we do know she went to that hotel. She was there. It's an actual matter of record. She was there. And she did. She checked in under the name of the woman that her husband was leaving her for, which is weird. That's weird as fuck.
It is.
And I believe the only reason that happened is because I think she went into a fucking fugue state.
Mental breakdown, something like that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Shut up,
Rocky
cat.
Kitty.
Uh-oh, I'm being ambushed.
What does she want? Eat or play?
She wants in my lap. She wants snacks.
So yeah.
She just walked up to me and headbutted me in the face. That's how she kisses.
And this movie also was not successful, sadly. It like broke even on budget, which doesn't mean they broke even at all.
No.
Some people have it. Nobody makes a movie to break even. Nobody. If they break even, that's not a win.
Yeah, because the budget doesn't include the marketing.
Well, it's not just that. You want a return on your investment. A movie is an investment. If you put $2 million into it and you only get 2.2 million back, that's not a win.
Nope.
The minimum that you want to make back in the 70s is double whatever your budget was, the minimum.
Add to that miserable experiences on set because of a diva. Yeah, not
Yeah,
good.
Raquel Welch apparently was like the worst. And I can see James Mason talking about her. James was like the consummate professional. My favorite role for him in all the films is in the movie with Warren Beatty, Heaven Can Wait, the remake of the Mr. Allison role. He played the angel. I think Mr. Allison was his name. He was the I don't know what kind of angel he was. I just remember his job was to escort those who have just died to heaven if they were going there or to wherever they're going. And The remake I consider better. The one with I really do like the film to the original black and white movie. And but it's James Mason is great as the angel in that movie, and Buck Henry is the other angel, the one who fucked up because Warren Beatty's character wasn't supposed to die. He was going to get injured, and he misread that, and he pulled him out of his body right before the accident. And it was too late. Then he dies, and so he doesn't have a body to go back to anymore. So he's stuck waiting to take the body of somebody else, and so there you go. It's a fun little fucking movie. And technically, they give him a temporary body.
Several, if I recall correctly.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I haven't seen it since the 70s. And I'm trying to remember everything. But yeah, I think you're right. I think there are like several bodies. And then right when that person is about to die, he gets pulled out again. And he has to find another body to wait in. And it's this fucking process. And Mason is great in it. Actually, everybody is really good in that, including the psychopath from the movie we did on Monday that killed the girl, the 16-year-old girl. He plays the Lothario that is after his wife and his money when he takes the body of a rich man. And I'm just telling you, I'm looking forward to doing Warren Beatty week or that movie because I fucking love Heaven Can Wait. It's a great movie.
Are we doing it this year? Or is that
I don't
going
know.
to be next year?
I'll look to see if we can do it. If we can't, we'll put it off. But let's see. Sheila's Evening was inspired by Parlor Mystery Games. I just said that like 5 minutes ago. The Exorcist came out as well in 73. Yeah, and so did the movie we're doing Saturday. Promote that, Gambit. Yes, Westworld came out in 73, which is why, again, it's Richard Benjamin with the mustache.
Baby has a birthday in March, so it has to be next year.
Yeah, next March. We'll do it next March. Make a note of it. Do it on the actual note. Just put in Warren Beatty for March.
I'm going in there right now. Yeah.
But again, Richard Benjamin just basically looks like Mr. Bean without the mustache. And with the mustache, he looks like Mr. Bean with a mustache. Great actor, though. I really do. I've always loved Richard Benjamin. I also like him as a writer-director. He did one film where they're traveling across the country in an RV. It was really good. It made them puke after each showing. So there we go. I think we're done. All right. I want to thank Snorty, first in the house, John Whitaker, Gambit, Zax. Thanks for popping in, Zax. It's always good to see you. And he updated his fucking membership. Penny, E. Clay Thomason, James Jameson, and Vinkman's Girl. Thank you guys for popping in and talking. It's always a busy chat, and I like that. I like you guys are always talking. So, but that's it, guys. That was the last of Sheila. And that was the last of Sheila.
Hopefully.
How dare you?
I am done with this movie.
What about Weird Science? Oh, what? No wonder it had everyone watching it shook. It made them puke after each showing. Oh, that was Weird Science you showed last Saturday. I don't know anything about that. What?
He's not talking about Weird Science. The thing that made the people puke is The Exorcist.
Oh, The Exorcist. Also, another movie that made people puke was watching the Blair Witch Project. I mean, we actually had a pregnant woman throw up right next to us.
And The Exorcist is another movie on my fuck off list.
Dude, I saw a lot of people running to the bathrooms during The Fly.
It's gory, but it's not scary either. I'm weirded out by her reaction to some films. But anyway, we're going to get out of here, guys. We'll see you next time. See you on Friday. Everybody have a good Thursday. Don't forget,
remember,
probably doing a show tomorrow.
We'll be an hour early on Friday.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to start the show at 2 o'clock Central. 2 o'clock Central. That's 3 o'clock Eastern. 12 noon Pacific. So there you go.
Or 9 p.m. my time.
Ciao, guys.
Bye.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Matt Damon.